I'm not a huge movie fan or a science fiction fan, but today I want to discuss movies or fiction regarding the apocalyptic theme. That's often a recurring idea in fiction and science fiction. Have you ever watched a movie and it affected you for days and weeks? You couldn't stop thinking about it, you couldn't stop turning it around in your mind. And I had this experience watching Melancholia, the science fiction movie came out, I think, in 2011. It's about the end of the world. Another planet is about to collide with Earth, and everyone has to come to terms with the fact that they're going to die and the whole world is going to end. And for some reason, I'm not sure why, this movie really drove home the idea that when we die, the world dies. Because when I was watching the movie, everyone was talking about the world ending. And that's, of course, very sad. But then each individual's human's experience was simply to die, right? So each individual, the experience that they were going to experience was death. They weren't going to be there after the end of the world. So then I thought, well, okay, well, how is that any different than death? And it's not in a lot of ways. When we die, the world dies in a way. Our world dies because so much of how we live is out of our sense of the world, our perception of the world. And when we're gone, that's gone. There is nothing left of that. And for days and days, it went on for weeks. I was just obsessed with this concept. And in some ways, it made me sad because I thought, well, wow, I realize how why people are so can be so selfish because really our world does revolve around ourselves. That really is the reality of the situation. But I don't know. It's it's an interesting concept, and even to this day I think about it sometimes. I I think that it's powerful to realize that we each have our own worlds. Each human is a world in and of themselves. And when they die, that whole world dies.